Well, hello. How are you all tonight? This is Anita Hamilton, just an ordinary person sharing from her experience, and I am so excited to be able to share with you tonight. So, it's going to be kind of tricky to show you things and make sure the camera stays in place too. But I wanted to show you some things too, so I'm going to try to prop the camera and show you some things at the same time. All right, so I hope we can work out a few things. Oh, I went down. Let me see if I'm going to pick up the camera so I can see who just joined me. How are you? Let me see. It's not showing me who's there. Usually it tells you who's there. Let's see. Oops. Let's see. I wonder how come it's not showing me. Oh, there we go. Who is that? That's my niece. How are you? All right. So, first of all, I want to start off by, oh no, that's Rayana. It's not my niece. Well, you're my niece. You're my honorary niece. Hi. All right. So I want to start off by saying a lot of people were asking me like, how am I doing this Daniel fast and losing all that weight so quick? And I've done this before, and I've lost weight, gained weight, lost weight, gained weight, and people are like, da 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 da. But I've been on my weight loss journey since 2008. And the reason I really got started when I was living in Georgia was when the singles ministry at New Birth was going on, and being a diabetic and having to take medicine, I was like, I can't fast, so how am I going to do this? And somebody introduced to me the concept of doing a Daniel fast, which is being able to eat vegetables and grains and still, focus from a spiritual aspect and fast. And then somebody taught me about like how you could do a partial fast and all that kind of stuff. And so it was amazing like how you could eat, but and then I noticed when I was doing it, I was losing weight. And then God had put in my spirit of how I should really focus on beginning to make this a lifestyle change. That I needed to look at how I was eating, and maybe I would become more successful at losing my weight. And then I remembered years ago before, this wonderful young man I had met from New York who had told me to change the way I was eating, and that our bodies were really more designed to eat vegetables, and that we were putting a lot of toxins in our bodies. And he had introduced me back then, even when I was living in Boston, and challenged me about eating more vegetables. And, so I had been introduced to eating more vegetables. And I actually back then had bought this beautiful book that I wanted to show you guys that I had, but I kind of set it aside. And it's a vegetarian cookbook. And through the years, I have bought several vegetarian cookbooks. Oh, this is big book. Wow. Right here. And I got all these tabs in here. See that? And you will be amazed at how many wonderful vegetarian recipes there are that you can cook and never really miss eating meat. It's so amazing. And so off and on, I periodically cook different vegetarian meals that I never miss meat. And I'm so amazed. Like, if you look at the pictures I just posted a moment ago, yesterday for lunch, I had a vegetarian burger. I had bought some vegan burgers from Trader Joe's. And I had it on a whole wheat bun with lettuce, red onion, for lunch. It was wonderful. And my meal my whole day yesterday, and I ate only 1,000 calories yesterday. Yesterday morning, I ate maple pecan granola. I think maybe about a quarter of a cup of these with I do a little bit of dairy, okay? I do a little bit of dairy, but I do non-fat dairy with this wonderful Greek yogurt non-fat mango. I did that for breakfast yesterday, okay? With my herbal tea in the morning. Wonderful. And then I did that vegan burger for lunch. And then for dinner yesterday, I did 6 of these vegetable samosa patties, kind of. And I put them on my George Foreman grill, non-stick. And I put a little bit, I sprayed them just with a little bit of non-stick olive oil. And then I sprinkle a little bit of garlic pepper seasoning. Because I tell people, look, one reason I got the way I am is I like things to taste good. I like things to look good. And so I sprinkled some seasoning on it to make them taste wonderful. And then I drank that. I drank some lemon tea with some non-sugared sweetener on it. And that was my dinner. And then, oh, I forgot to put the container back on the table. But then for dessert, for my final feast to top the night off, I make a protein shake with this powder that's pecan flavored. Yes, pecan flavored protein powder. And I'll take a picture of it so you can see it. And I get it from Amazon, and it's a huge jar. And when I first came back to Boston, eventually I did get the sleeve done per recommendation of my doctor, which helped me to lose the weight to get my knee surgery. Because I lost 100 pounds on my own from when I started in Boston. But then I got the sleeve, and it was so funny because my weight doctor was like, you're not losing weight fast enough. But he didn't realize I had been dieting for like 2 years before I came back to Boston. So my body was used to the calorie count, and I asked the nutritionist, I said, how many calories is this diet you guys have me on? And she goes, 1,300. And I said, well, the reason I'm not losing faster for you all is because the diet calorie count you are putting me on is basically what I've been eating. So I need to exercise, and I wasn't able to exercise because of the pain I was in. But anyway, that's a whole nother story. But anyway, I used to love hang in there, people. So my Facebook signal is acted up, and I hate when it does this, and I hope it comes back. I'm just gonna finish it and just repost. I'm sorry about that. My phone does that sometimes, and I just have to come back. Sorry about that. And hopefully it's gonna post. But anyway, I love butter pecan ice cream, and so this protein powder was perfect for me. And I remember I bought 2 jars of it at the time. My sister said, you're gonna get tired of that, but I didn't. But anyway, so last night I had this protein powder for my dessert, because 1 scoop is only, I think it's 130 calories. And then I had unsweetened almond milk that I get from Trader Joe's. That's only 30 calories. So I put the unsweetened almond milk with it, and I add a little vanilla extract to it, and then I put a quarter, I think just a few pecans in it, raw pecans in it, and I had that to top my day off. And so my calorie count for the day was 1,000. And when I got up this morning with all the exercise I did yesterday, I lost 2 pounds. I was so excited. Yes. And I did the stairs in my building. I went up and down the stairs to equal 5 flights of steps, and I got in 5,000 steps yesterday of mobility work. So that's what I did. All right, so what was my plan today? What did I do today? Well, another thing that I do is I do a lot of protein bars. Usually, particularly for my work day, I've always been doing like one way. Before I could get my double knee replacement, I had to lose weight. So when I was working, to get up and go to work, I really didn't have time to be scooping out yogurt and all that kind of stuff. So I love just grabbing my coffee and doing protein bars. And so I found several protein bars that I love. And I have them here on the table. Oh, here they go. I have them right here. Builders has some protein bars that I really love. This one is the peanut butter one. And it has chocolate in it. I was telling my sister today, I'm a chocoholic, y'all. I'm sorry. Even though I'm a diabetic, I am a chocoholic. So I eat it in moderation. And that's one thing I'm going to talk about today is about moderation. And starting, just initially try to, if you had a hard time trying to diet and stuff, first just start off on moderation. Don't try to beat yourself up, okay? But I'm a chocoholic. So this is one way I get my chocolate in. It is peanut butter chocolate protein bar, okay? Sometimes I have this for breakfast, or their vanilla almond one is really one to live for. I love this one. This is vanilla almond. This one, I can only find this one in Stop and Shop. This the peanut butter one that Trader Joe's has. And then Cliff Bar has a nice oatmeal one. If you don't like a little sweet, those two, the first one should have a little sweetness to it. And this one is basically real out of fiber. This is oatmeal, raisin, walnut, okay? All of these is roughly somewhere about 200. I like that. And then, like I said, I like flavor, okay? How many of you hate when you go to the mall or you get that craving for a glazed donut or something, or you smell those cinnamon buns when you're in the mall? Well, there's a protein product to help you combat that tastes like a cinnamon bun. Yes, can you believe that? A protein bar that tastes like a cinnamon bun. Yes, made by One. Can you believe that? This is sold in Trader Joe's, and I love these. And all of these, I buy them by the box. And I have a box of each of these up in my pantry. So I never, when I go grocery shopping, I buy a box at different times so I can rotate them. So I have an excuse. All right? So that's how I handle the start of my day. And then on the weekends, I might take time to do poached egg, a vegetable omelet. Now, those of you that are vegan are like, why she's eating egg? Well, because I'm not a true vegan or vegetarian. So, and I have to eat my protein because I have to sleep. So I do eggs periodically. And I do some cheese. So, and I count my calories. All right? So that's one way I deal with that. Today for lunch, I did the samosas with, now you gotta check this out, with these mini cucumbers. I cut this with some vinaigrette and a little bit of, just a tiny bit of salt and pepper on it. And you don't want to use salad dressings that are white, okay? So I bought this vinaigrette, which is really good, or sometimes you could do apple cider vinegar, all right? Or you do a light Italian dressing, or you could even buy the marinated Italian mix, because you don't want to have dressings that have a lot of oil in it, okay? So I do that. And so I'm going to tell you, like, in about the past 5 days, I've really lost a total of 7 pounds, but I've only been telling you since Sunday. What did I take? I think I've lost 4 or something like that. But I'm really, since the past 5 days, I've lost 7. Okay. Now, also, cucumbers, the big cucumbers really go bad fast. So if I don't eat all of those cucumbers right away, another thing that I do is, I love mason jars. So I bought me a whole box of mason jars. And apple cider vinegar is a lifesaver when you're trying to lose weight. Apple cider vinegar is a fat burner. But please do not drink apple cider vinegar straight, because it will burn your esophagus. But it can preserve your cucumber. It will eventually pickle your cucumber. So if you heat up your cucumber right away, you can slice them out, put them in a canning jar, so they don't go bad on you. And then, like when you are having your lunch or something, you would sit them on the side of a sandwich. You can put them in your salad, and you have your salad dressing to drizzle on already with some herbs. I don't have to my cabinet because I have tons of spices in my cabinet. Again, I love flavor, so you want to build up your cabinetry with dry herbs, fresh herbs, or what have you. Now, the thing I wanted to show tonight, I'm supposed to be eating my dinner right now too. It's getting cold, but that's okay. Radishes are a natural fat burner. Now, this might gross you all out, but if you know you like crunchy things to snack on, I eat radishes like this, and they're calorie free. So, buy a bag of radishes, wash them off, and you can just grab these and chew on them. Okay? Miss Love, you can have these in a baggie and eat them. And this is good for you. And a nice snack. Cut up some celery, baby carrots. This is some celery. Oh boy. Alright. Now, if you love pasta, pasta is a starch. And like I mentioned, I am a type 2 diabetic. But woohoo, I'm getting ready to get off my medication because I've been losing my weight. And from the winter to spring, I went from 7.0 down to a 6.3. And so, and I know when I go in September, I hope I'm below 6.0 and I'll be at 5 something. He'll take me off my medicine. Because of the pandemic, he didn't draw my blood, and I'm sure I'm off of it now, but whatever. Because the other day when I woke up in the morning, my blood sugar was like 81. So I was like, ooh, that was too low. But there is a squash called spaghetti squash. You saw it in the pictures I posted before I got on air. And so that's a spaghetti squash. So when you cut it open, just like pumpkin, it's going to have a bunch of seeds and stuff inside. You scoop those out. And then you can flake it. You see that? You flake it. Like I said, it would be kind of hard for me to do this. And look at that. It looks like spaghetti. You see that? Alright? So this is my dinner tonight. So you flake it. I'm going to stick this up here like that so you can see. See, yeah, there we go. So you flake it out. That's my spaghetti sauce. I'm just going to put about a half a cup in there. This is very low calorie. It's less calories than pasta. So that's another good way. I'm doing all vegetables for 15 days. So I'm doing only a whole wheat multigrain if I do a sandwich. Okay, no white bread, no pasta though, no rice. I can do potatoes or red potatoes because they're compound carbohydrates. But no white bread, no white rolls. Okay. If I do potato or sweet potato, I can only do like a quarter cup for a dinner like I want to. Because I almost was going to do a veggie burger with spinach with a very, very small white potato. But I thought it'd be more interesting to show you. Now this tomato sauce I have also has onion in it. It has red, green, and yellow peppers and onions in it. Okay. And then I have spinach. Now, I want you to notice the container I have, okay, because this container I bought a bunch of these because the rest of my spaghetti squash that I have, and because I live by myself, I bought this kind of containers so I could do meal prep. What I will do is with the rest of my spaghetti sauce, and I will scoop up my spaghetti squash and pre-portion it into the containers, and so that way it'll be ready. Maybe I will eat it on Thursday or Friday, and if I don't finish it, I'll put it in the freezer and label it so that then I can just pull it out for maybe another meal next week. Alright, so that's how you can meal prep. Alright, if you want to ask me anything as I'm talking, feel free to type it in the comments and I'll try to answer it as well. The other thing that I did yesterday, on Sunday, in preparing for my 15 days, is that I went to the store to make sure that I bought them to have for my 15 days, okay? And so I remembered when I was preparing for my week, you know, a good snack is to have some Jell-O, because that's low calorie, so I bought a small package of Jell-O. I have arthritis in my shoulder and stuff, so I don't eat white potatoes. I don't eat broccoli a lot because those vegetables cause inflammation. So for my salads, and I mentioned baby carrots for my salads, I like for color. I made some notes and I left my notes over there, but I might get them in a minute so I can show them to you. I like to do red onion, and I like to do shredded carrots because I like my food to look pretty and colorful. If you gotta eat healthier or you gotta eat less, you want it to look inviting and beautiful, okay? Or if you're sharing meals with your family, you want it to look good, you know? So, and you want it to taste good. So the herbs, color, arrange it nicely on the table. I remember my nephew Isaiah was little and I was sharing an apartment with my sister Marcy. And he had his godbrother there, and then they went down to Alabama later. His godmother said, "Marcy and your Isaiah are looking for like looking at my food like what's wrong with it?" My sister had to tell his godmother, cousin of my sister, because she makes things on the table fancy. She puts their lunch on colorful plates and she cuts their sandwiches certain ways. So yeah, everything's so pretty on the plate. So yeah, so we got that. All right, I bought myself a couple of big green peppers. Look at that, right? Because you can cut the peppers in rings. The peppers I used for my spaghetti sauce today, I had pre-cut frozen peppers that I bought from Trader Joe's. But like for my salads or sandwiches, I might use this. All right. Let's see what else is on the table. Oh, got some hummus. I bought the kind that was pre-made, but you can make your own hummus. But what was nice about this, because I want to set myself for success, I bought the kind that had different flavors in it. Okay. So I have the hot spicy, I have the garlic or whatever. And again, but you have to be careful with this. Read your packages and plan. But this is nice with the whole wheat pita bread, and so you buy the small ones. Okay, one of these is 109 calories. Yeah. So that don't mean you use the whole thing. You plan for the hummus in this to be a snack, so you cut it in half, and then you cut it up into small pieces. And then you use, I buy those small containers from the dollar store that are about a quarter cup size. And I put my hummus in that, and then I put this big container back in the refrigerator. I remember at the start of the pandemic, people were talking about how they were having trouble gaining weight and snacking. And I said, well, put the big bags down on somebody's Facebook page. I said, if you carry those big bags of chips and stuff in the big bowls to the front of the TV, that's why you're having trouble. You can't do that, okay? So, also, when I had my virtual appointment with my doctor last week, I was telling him I was starting to feel lightheaded and stuff, and I thought it was because I have a problem with actually my blood pressure running low, which is funny because a lot of times people think because I'm a big girl I have high blood pressure. They think because I'm overweight I always want to assume that problem, but I have a problem with my blood pressure running low. And my doctor had to remind me that because I was starting to exercise more, that I needed electrolytes. And you don't have to buy the Gatorade juices, even though you can get sugar-free. So he hit me too that I could go online and look on electrolyte powder. And so I did that. Now, I'm telling y'all, I'm on a mission. I'm setting myself up for success. So I bought electrolyte powder. And I got leaflets. I put it in my sugar-free tea that I make. And I do one a day. Okay. I know I'm probably at my 15 minutes. I'm past my 15 minutes, you guys. I was supposed to go start watching a play at 7. Okay, so, and my YouTube thing is going to be too long. It's at 26 minutes. I'm going to stop that. Let me stop that one.